Renowned for world-class cultural shows, the Newport World Resorts, through its original Filipino Performing Arts or OPA Foundation, has been uplifting Filipino entertainment and artists on the global stage since 2015. OPA is paying it forward by championing budding artists through scholarship grants to revitalize the local theater scene.
Iba ang ganda, lahat ay napapatingin, talento'y pinakita, lalong lumakas pa ang dating
Resounding voices, fluid movements, they evoke all kinds of emotions and delight all our senses. The performing arts showcase more than just talent. Sa pagtatanghal sa teatro, boses, galaw at indak ang puhunan. Dahil live ang pagganap sa entablado, you have to sing louder. Be bolder and make bigger movements. Anuman ang layunin. Be it art, self-expression, or even resistance. Lahat ng mata nakatutok sa mga karakter sa entablado, sa bawat salita o liriko na kanilang bibitawan. But where words fail, the music speaks, ika nga. Sa gilid ng entablado, naroon ang pwesto ng maestro. Ang bawat kumpas niya sinusundan para mabuo ang kwentong gustong ipahiwatig ng musika. Si Michael Jacinto o Mickey, isang maestro at guro. Kanyang naihahayag ang sarili sa pamamagitan ng musika.
Iba po yung joy pagka nagko-conduct ka eh. Kasi it's your own interpretation of the music na sinusunod nila. Na you have your own vision on how to direct it, on how to perform it.
He hails from a family of trombone players, kaya bata pa lamang nang mamulat si Mickey sa mundo ng musika. Pero napunta siya sa seminaryo ng 1 taon noong siya'y binata pa, bago sumunod sa yapak ng kanyang lolo.
May malapit po kasing banda sa amin, sa bahay namin, magkakalapit lang yon. So, nagpupunta ako doon, nakikinig ako ng music nila, ganyan. Hanggang sa mag-aral na, libre ang pag-aaral po ng music kasi. Doon na po ako natuto.
Nagsimula sa pagtugtog ng wind instrument si Mickey. Tinuloy na niya ang hilig sa musika hanggang makatungtong sa kolehiyo. Tinapos niya ang kursong Bachelor of Music, Major in Music Education sa UST Conservatory of Music.
Yung conducting ko, I realized na meron akong potential sa conducting when someone told me from my band na you have that potential for a conductor.
Why? Anong specifically na nakitaan sa'yo? Anong skill yon or?
Yung pong leader, di pagiging leader sa podium, yung ganyan. Tapos yung desire mo to find that unique sound sa mga players mo. Yun.
Dahil sa angking talento, pinalad siyang maging orchestra conductor sa mga sikat na musical plays. Matapos ang ilang taon, nakatanggap siya ng scholarship mula sa OPA Foundation o Original Pilipino Performing Arts Foundation ng Newport World Resorts.
Nung nagko-conduct po ako ng second run production ng Ang Huling El Bimbo, meron silang announcement dito na nag-o-offer sila ng scholarship. So, at that time, gusto ko na mag-masteral noon. So, nagtanong ako kung pa pwede. Dito bawal po yung yung skills mo ay nababaliwala. Talaga pong kung nakikita nila na kaya mo, ay, i-ano ko nila. Bibigyan ka nila ng pagkakataong makapag-perform.
Kasama ni Mickey ang batikang theater actress na si Menchu Yulo, presidente ng OPA Foundation sa ilang musicals sa Newport World Resorts. Hanga si Menchu sa angking talino, talento at disiplina ni Mickey.
He's very dedicated.
Super dedicated.
And he's really passionate about his craft. I think that's so important. That with every project, he comes, he watches rehearsals, he asks the director, what do you want from this scene?
The place of an orchestra conductor and musicians is not at the sidelines, according to OPA Foundation Vice President, Director, and seasoned stage actor Michael Stewart Williams. And how important is his role in the play?
Wow.
He drives the music.
The music is
in a musical.
the emotional universe of the characters.
Yeah.
And so the music has to come alive for the characters to come alive.
Yeah.
for the audience to understand
Yeah.
the
It's in
the world that we're
it's
presenting.
integral.
Ngunit sa industriyang nagsara kasabay ang pagsara ng mundo noong pandemya, hindi naging madali para kay Mickey na pagsabayin ang pag-aaral at kanyang karera sa musika. Even though theaters and stages were empty, he never stopped performing and honing his craft sa tulong ng OPA Foundation. Full scholarship ang natanggap ni Mickey mula sa OPA. Tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang suporta hanggang sa siya ay makapagtapos ng master's degree.
Nag-focus na lang po ako talaga sa pag-aaral. Hindi ko na iniisip yung kung saan ako kukuha ng panggastos ko. Covered po ng OPA noon time ay yung tuition fees, miscellaneous fees, tapos meron pa silang allowance na binibigay.
Para sa mga katulad niyang alagad ng sining, hindi na mabilang ang oras na iginugol niya sa pag-eensayo bago ang bawat pagtatanghal. Hindi rin biro ang gastos, kaya inipon ni Mickey ang kanyang allowances na natatanggap mula sa OPA sa loob ng ilang taon.
I paid parang 300,000 for my graduation recital. Ganun siya kamahal. Kasi I'm preparing that for the musicians. Kasi nga, conductor, so you need players.
Matagal na pinaghandaan ni Mickey ang kanyang graduation recital para makamit ang Master of Arts in Music, major in Orchestral Conducting sa University of Santo Tomas Graduate School noong 2023. Support, Nurture, Elevate. Ito ang misyon ng OPA Foundation nang itinatag ito noong 2015 sa pamumuno ng founding chairman na si Dr. Andrew L. Tan. OPA is ushering back the Filipino performing artists into the spotlight and making them shine on the global stage. To date, OPA Foundation has a total of 80 scholars. Katuwang ang 9 partner schools kabilang ang UST at ang entertainment industry.
The whole idea of Dr. Tan was because he is so passionate about honing the Filipino talent. And so he decided to put up a foundation to, again, nurture students, nurture particularly students that can't afford it.
Binibigyan ng OPA Foundation ang mga estudyante ng sining ng oportunidad na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral while honing their skills and talent as performers.
We'd like to equip people so that when they come into production, they already have something. They already have the basics. They know what is required of them.
OPA Foundation is supporting qualified students who are taking up courses like theater arts, technical theater, music performance, music production, arts, creative writing, film, and other related fields. It follows a 3-pillar plan that involves academic assistance, production sponsorships, and international exchange programs for chosen beneficiaries. Sa tulong ng OPA Foundation, nakamit ni Mickey ang kanyang pangarap. Siya na ang kumukumpas sa ilang mga pinakasikat na stage plays sa bansa.
I started with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and then ang huling El Bimbo, na nagkaroon ng 3 runs din. Burugudoy Stunstugudunstoy, Parokya ni Edgar the Musical, and then ito yung bago namin, latest namin, Delia D, featuring the songs of Jonathan Manalo.
Sa lahat ng kanyang pinagdaanan sa kanyang karera sa musika, kapiling ni Mickey ang kanyang kabiyak na si Kay at ang kanilang 2 anak. Kaya naman ang hilig sa musika mula sa kanyang lolo at kaanak tila naipasa na niya sa kanyang mga anak. Kuhang-kuha nila ang tiempo at indak sa pagkanta kahit wala pang salita.
Ako naman yung papadap, 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 yeah.
Well, the audience has spoken. Magbabago pa yan. Marami pang pwede mangyari. Ano nga?
As much as you can teach technique and dedication, you cannot teach passion and drive.
Two, three, four, five, six, seven. 8 and 1.
The Delia D musical revolves around the story of just Delia, a drag queen in search of not only fame, fortune, and love, but ultimately of himself. Dito ipinapakita ang kahalagahan ng pamilya, kaibigan at mahal sa buhay na siyang pwedeng maging gabay sa pagkamit ng mga pangarap. Sa bawat kumpas, rhythm at tiempo, binibigyang buhay ng isang maestro ang mga kwento sa panulat ng mga kompositor. Ganyan kahalaga ang papel na ginagampanan ng isang mahusay na maestro. Sa Delia D, binibigyang buhay ni Mickey at ng Manila Philharmonic Orchestra ang mga kantang sinulat ng tanyag na composer na si Jonathan Manalo. Hindi na mabilang ni Mickey ang shows na kanyang nagawa. Paulit-ulit man ang pagtugtog, pagkumpas ng baton, gaano man siya kapagod, sinisiguro pa rin niyang dekalidad ang performance na kanyang ibinibigay sa bawat pagtatanghal.
I need to be emotionally attached, intellectually attached doon sa pinapakinggan ko, pinapanood ko. So, ganun, wala kang ibang focus. Ang focus mo lang talaga kung what's happening on stage and how do you give instruction sa tao mo. Yung knowledge mo dapat mas malawak kasi you are handling an orchestra, no? So different kinds of instruments, different kinds of people.
Jonathan Manalo, a multi-awarded songwriter and record producer who wrote 40 songs for the Delia D musical, applauds the Newport World Resort's contribution to the local theater scene. With over 8 billion streams, Manalo is this generation's OPM hitmaker and one of the top 150 music producers worldwide.
Sa Newport World Resorts musicals, palakpakan natin sila dahil sa pagsuporte nila sa locally made Filipino musicals na pwede tayong maging proud sa buong mundo.
Sa patuloy na pagtangkilik ng mga manunood, sulit ang lahat ng pagod ayon kay Direk Dexter Santos.
Buhay na buhay po ang Philippine Theater, so wag na wag po tayong magsawa.
All-out support ang mga veteranong mga awit at ang mga kasamahan ni Manalo sa industriya na humanga sa buong cast ng musical.
I really enjoyed it. Lalo na yung mga popular songs. Siyempre, ma-recognize.
I'm just very, very proud and very, very grateful. And syempre po, si Kuya Jonathan, who is the mastermind of the music behind Delia D. I'm just very, very grateful to have worked with him.
The cast, the music, filled it up with all of their heart and soul. And I highly recommend that you watch it. Watch it with your family, watch it with your friends. There's just so much heart in the whole production.
Mainit din ang pagtanggap ng mga nanood ng Delia D na damang-dama pa rin ang mga kanta pagkatapos ng performance.
At first, para siyang recording, pero talaga siya live. Sobrang nakakatuwa kasi ang galing talaga at napakahusay talaga nila.
I feel good about it, especially po yung flow po ng singers is ang ganda rin po nung execution din ng songs nila.
Full House Theater Company and OPA Foundation's vision is to usher the Filipino artists back to the world stage.
Nakakataba po ng puso na marami pa nagmamahal sa original Filipino work. You know, here in NWR, our chairman's vision, si Dr. Andrew Tan, at ipinagpapatuloy ng kanyang anak, si Kevin Andrew Tan, is really to make Philippines the Broadway of Asia.
Mickey, the show's orchestra conductor, the one who brought the play's characters to life through his interpretation of the music, is beyond grateful to OPA Foundation.
Gusto ko magpasalamat lalo na sa OPA Foundation for, first of all, for my scholarship. Kundi na po dahil talaga sa kanila, hindi kami makakatapos. Plus, yung iba po kasi pag-nurture nila sa amin dito eh.
But more than the recognition, both institutions agree that the performing arts is a social microscope. Michael says it allows one to introspect and participate in debate and discussion about things that matter to oneself or to society in general.
So it fosters all those things, and theater makes for better citizenry and is part of nation building. This is part of our passion because we see this, and this is also what fuels the idea of OPA.
Thus, the need to nurture and develop the Filipino talent. But it goes beyond resounding voices, fluid movements, and skillful hands. It is a discipline coupled with intense passion, and Mickey agrees. As an OPA scholar and now a professor of music who is paying it forward.
As much as you can teach technique and dedication, you cannot teach passion and drive. You can be the most talented person, but if you're not driven and you've no passion, then your craft is not going to move. And then it's just a performance based on technique. And there's no heart, so there is a difference.
So the drive far outweighs the talent?
Yes, because the drive will get you to where you need to go. It will dictate how much dedication you have to learning technique.
So, as dancers or performers, but especially dancers, we're prone to injuries.
In AHEB, we had 2 dance scholars who were in the cast. The 2 dancers, they're brothers. They're highly trained.
For some, the road to the stage is a path that is unheard of. Like Menchu Lauchenko Yulo, who never thought of being in the limelight.
When did you realize that you have a voice? You're good at it.
I didn't realize that until I was told. I was thrust on stage. I guess they saw in me what I didn't see. So I show up at the auditions, realizing that an audition meant having to sing on stage. I've never sung in my life. So I was
You never knew that you had a talent?
No. I didn't have a voice. I had no voice. I never sang. I had a very tiny voice. So when I realized what that meant, again, who knows, right? Why I even went there? I guess it was destiny.
For Michael, it was an unsolicited advice from a friend that he heeded that started his career in theater.
I was about to migrate to the US for a sing-along around this piano. They said, hey, you have a good voice. Why don't you audition for Rep? He was in the cast of Annie with Leia at that time. And I said, okay, I'll go and audition.
He auditioned 3 times on that day.
And this is already a urban legend. I auditioned and then they thank you'd me off the stage. I went back. I auditioned again. And then they saw me again on the same day. And then they said, okay, after I sang a couple of bars, thank you. I got thank you'd off again. I got mad. I said, I can't accept this. I can sing. So I went back around the 3rd time and I said to the pianist, can you not play? I'll just sing a cappella. And then they let me finish the song. I sang from West Side Story and then I got in.
And the rest, as they say, is history. Both Menchu and Michael found their way to the world stage with the help of their mentors. She has been on the spotlight and has given life to lead characters for 5 decades. Fast forward to today, Menchu is now dubbed as the First Lady of Musical Theatre. While Michael clinched a coveted role in the original London production of Miss Saigon. To date, Michael has over 100 plays under his belt and has crossed over to directing. As a way of paying it forward, Menchu and Michael are heading the OPA Foundation, nurturing the new breed of Filipino talent and providing opportunities to deserving students of the performing arts, passing on the torch to the next generation.
It started as a dream of Dr. Tan, of creating the Filipinos as a stand at par with Broadway, and so that we can compete and we can go anywhere in the world.
St. Paul University, Manila, one of OPA's partner schools, is extremely grateful for the partnership, making their students' dream a reality. Si Bing Felisario, ang music therapist sa St. Paul University, ang siyang namamahala sa OPA Scholarship Program sa kanilang universidad.
It's really a blessing, no? A very big help, no, in supporting students, especially the indigent ones who are very talented.
Professor Oliver Rodriguez says, gently guiding this generation's artists to the global arena is a tall order, but the mentors are staying the course.
they grew up in a very, very different world than what we grew up in. They have instant everything. So it's quite challenging to teach them that these things come in time. So you get a lot of frustration, you get a lot of mental health concerns because they can't do it yet.
The performing arts, Menchu says, is not just about the arts, it's science too, along with history, language, and even math. There is no lack in talent, she added. Regardless of age, what is needed is the drive and the passion.
Everything boils down really to passion and dedication, because if you don't have that, you're not going to last, because it's frustrating, it's tiring, it's emotional, because you're dealing with your body. It's so demanding.
What must one have? The heart for it, the passion for it, and definitely realistic expectations. The students come in thinking that after they graduate, they become superstars or whatever. So you have to ground them that the path will not be easy, and that you just have to go back to why you started on this journey to begin with.
It's not the glitz and glamour, not the spotlight, but the arts and the craft that the artist is painstakingly creating for a long period of time. Ano man ang nais ipahiwatig sa entablado sa pamamagitan ng awitin, sayaw o dula.
And I think that the easiest to compare it to is if you want to be a ballerina, you don't become a ballerina in 3 years. That's years of 8 hours a day with bleeding feet.
At naranasan ito ng magkapatid na Emerson at Edwardson Evangelio. Bukod sa kanilang raw talent, mayroon din silang disiplina at determinasyon, kahit ibig sabihin ito ay bugbog minsan ang katawan sa pag-iensayo.
It depends on the choreography and then kung gaano ka po talaga pag na-overuse na po yung katawan mo. So, as dancers or performers, pero especially dancers, we're prone to injuries because every day we have to do rehearsals, we have to dance para po ma-muscle memory na ng katawan namin.
Kasama sa cast ng Ang Huling El Bimbo o AHEB na itinanghal noon sa Newport World Resorts ang magkapatid na Evangelio.
In AHEB, we had 2 dance scholars who were in the cast. The 2 dancers, they're brothers. They're highly trained by the CCP. I think they were with the Ballet Philippines, was it? So they're highly trained ballet dancers that made the cut because they could dance up a dream.
Laging napagkakamalang kambal sina Emerson at Edwardson. Coming from a family of 10, they were born 1 year apart. For them, ballet is hope, a way of life, and a means to earn a living.
First po is family po namin. Kasi actually, ballet, dancing help our family po talaga. Kami kasi yung breadwinner po. When we think our family po, parang we just have to push po. Kasi kung hindi po namin gagawin, walang gagawa or walang tutulong po.
Tulad ni Menchu at ni Michael, hindi sinasadya ni na Emerson at Edwardson ang pagpasok sa kanilang karera ngayon. Sinubukan lang nilang mag-audition sa summer workshops ng Lola Grande Foundation noong sila'y bata pa.
We started at 12 years old. Actually nga po, we thought yung audition po namin is hip-hop. So we got shocked na lang po na in the audition, they asked us to do first position, yung mga kamay po ng ballet, tapos stretches po.
The world of ballet then opened for Emerson and Edwardson at mula noon, hindi na sila tumigil na magsayaw at mangarap. Habang nag-aaral sa Lyceum University ang magkapatid, nabalitaan nilang may scholarship grants ang OPA.
We heard it po from our the president of Lola Grande Foundation, Miss Sylvie Lichauco, because nag-aaral po kami nung senior high school. We decided po na we wanna take this path as our career na po professionally.
Nakapasa sa audition si Emerson at Edwardson. Full scholarship grant ang natanggap nila sa OPA Foundation, kaya kinuha nila ang Bachelor of Performing Arts, major in dance sa De La Salle University, College of St. Benilde. Inabot sila ng pandemya, pero the show must go on, ika nga. Tuloy ang pag-ensayo para makapagtapos ng pag-aaral.
We live in a house na hindi po kaya, not enough space in sala and all that. So nung umaayos na po yung pandemic sa community po namin sa Santa Ana, I was able to perform and dance every day sa labas nga lang po. So ito po yung tindahan namin.
My dad built a mini floor po for him to be able to dance. All the people po behind OPA were very understanding po and very generous and really helped us during pandemic po.
As their lives transformed, their bodies transformed too. Unti-unting nahuhulma ang kanilang katawan habang binubuo nila ang kanilang mga pangarap. Unang napansin si Edwardson nang maimbitahan siya sa Malaysia. He performed the song Electricity mula sa Billy Elliot the Musical kasama ang The Canticle Singers. Sa kasalukuyan, bahagi si Edwardson at Emerson ng Ballet Philippines. Sunod-sunod ang kanilang pagtatanghal ng memorable performances. Ang Huling El Bimbo, the musical o AHEB, ang pinakaunang stage musical ni Emerson at Edwardson. Dito nakasama nila si Menchu at ang isa pang OPA scholar na si Mickey, isang conductor na ngayon.
Kasi as a dancer po talaga, like dancer lang po kami, hindi naman sobrang galing na kumanta. So kala po namin hindi kami makakapasok sa AHEB. Nung nakapasok po kami, we took the opportunity na voice lessons po kami. Every rehearsal, we had to be there physically and mentally.
Aside from scholarship grants, OPA Foundation also provides their scholars with work opportunities on and off the stage.
If they're a match for the production, we'll ask them to work with us, and in that way, they get a job.
And as Menchu had said, Edwardson and Emerson do dance up a dream. From humble beginnings, Edwardson and Emerson are now gracefully flying high on stage and making the country proud with their parents by their side.
Pinangahawakan po namin yung scholarship na offer nila na meron pa rin pong chance and may hope pa po. Kung wala kaming scholarship, I think we wouldn't be able to survive pandemic.
The performing arts means more than just talent or skill. For the artist, it's his legacy. For the audience, it's an escape from real-life troubles to another world. And for all of us, it is part of our heritage and identity. The Filipino artist is like a hidden gem, a diamond in the rough. It only needs to be discovered and polished. Can we compete globally in terms of?
We absolutely can compete
definitely.
globally.
I mean,
absolutely can.
How many auditions have come over here and exported? We have so many Filipinos all over the world performing.
Absolutely can.
Yun po yung pinaka-rewarding talaga, yung sagot ng audience. Kung ano yung binabato natin sa audience, tapos yung applause nila sa amin, doon kami humuhugot din ng lakas eh.
Every time the curtains fall, cheers are up, and the lights are turned off. But the scholars' life stories don't end when the show does, and their lives are just about to begin. I am Maricar Bautista, inviting you to pay it forward by supporting Filipino talent and helping them realize their dreams.